Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I am Cher and I typically blog all things beauty, lifestyle, and occasionally parenting disabilities because I am a special needs mom as well. But mostly these days I'm a beauty channel and today is another beauty episode. If you're familiar with me, you will know that I have recently become a professional makeup artist and have been building a local practice here. So in case you can't tell from the title, today's episode is going to be all about handy tools and gadgets and products that make life as a professional makeup artist a little bit easier. So just wanted to share some of these fun little finds that I had. Things on like Amazon and places where you can easily find it. If you're a professional makeup artist as well, maybe this will help make your life easier, give you a few gems that are pretty cool and maybe some things you hadn't thought about that might streamline your process for doing weddings and that kind of thing. So I have shared in the past my professional makeup kit. I'm going to link it. I think I put it on this side. Yeah, link it here for you. And I just kind of gave you a tour of my kit, especially when I was first starting out. That was several months ago. And so it's kind of crazy how I won't say it looks like a whole new kit now, but it's grown a lot since then. So I'm not going to give you a new tour of everything, but you may see a few items that were in there before and just wanted to kind of share some of the new things that have gotten since then and how they have really helped. So if you haven't seen that video before, you can check it out. With that in mind, let's get started. Okay, so I think I've shown you the makeup kit before. This is the top of it. It stays right here so that I can play with it a lot. So as I've mentioned in previous videos, I have absolutely maximized every tiny little piece of space left. I've just kind of added a few additional pieces. So I have picked up this handy little case recently, really cute little pink case. What this has become is my brush sanitizing kit. So before I just had kind of a compartment for my brushes and, you know, brush cleaners and things like that. This is just one big like brush sanitary, like the sanitation system. And so this has helped me because I don't know if you guys, you know, any other makeup artists out there who are doing weddings. The biggest thing is time when it comes to weddings and getting all these girls ready. Or guys, if anybody ever wants to step in there, I don't want to discriminate, but you know, in my experience, it has been girls. And so, you know, you're trying to fit in 5 or 6, you know, in a party maybe. And if it's just me, you know, I've either got to have a full set of brushes for every single person, but even without the brushes, there's still things like your brow pencils and your lip pencils and things that, you know, might be reusing on the next girl. So you need to sanitize it in between. So you need a sanitizing station, even if you're not fully sitting there sanitizing your brushes in between everybody. Basically, I try to have, if I'm having a bigger wedding, I try to bring somebody with me, an assistant, where I just set them up at like a little sanitizing station. If it's just me and I'm only doing like a couple girls or something, I have my little spot where I know this is where I sanitize, and it just keeps me organized. So it's helping that I have just a whole kit here that's just my sanitizing. I will not say though that I'm already maximizing the space out of this too, but it's just very handy. Now you can use this for anything, that you can use it for other makeup. Okay, this is kind of how it looks when you open it up. It's like the caboodles, kind of like in my kit too. You've got this part that opens up like this, and then you've got space down, you know, it's all one compartment down in here. And then I also wanted to mention this flap that folds down at the top. It has the zippers for different things in here. You know, it's advertised for holding like brushes, but it does not hold brushes. So, so I keep all the alcohol wipes in here. This is what I wipe down my brow pencils and lip pencils and all that with. So I keep stocked all of the alcohol wipes. I keep rubber bands in here. And then this is my mixing palette. I think I've shown you this before in my makeup kit. This is where I mix all the colors. I usually put like concealers down on here. I put lip I'll mix like a matte and a gloss together on the palette here, and then put it on the brush. So this is just a great thing for mixing or for going ahead and putting on palettes. I want to look for, I've seen where you can actually put this on a wristband. So then you're just putting it right here on your wrist and carrying it around with you everywhere. I think that would be very handy. So I'm going to look into that next, but definitely always have this. And then, you know, it's made of stainless steel, so you just wipe it down with an alcohol wipe afterward. But I did want to mention that, and this handy little flap over, and then it just zips up here at the front. So this kit is very handy. So I basically have all of my sets of brushes on the top here. So what I do is I separate out. I already have them kind of like each one together, so I'm not trying to find them when I get there. And I have one set each for every person. So each of these is one person. I used to have them all rubber band together, and I still have the rubber bands in here in case I need to pull them out and, you know, have them separate. So, and when I'm done, what has been working is I throw, you know, the used ones back into this spot. And, you know, that way I still can kind of keep them separate. I keep the clean brushes separate from the dirty brushes. And then what I do is after I sanitize them, I come in here and I sanitize my tray and make sure it's all clean before I lay the clean ones back on there. So it's been a good way to kind of keep them separate. I know which ones are, you know, like the clean side and the dirty side, that kind of thing. Okay, so separate one for each brush thing. The next thing, down in here on the bottom, just to kind of give you an idea of the depth that's down in here. There's the bottom of it. So the next thing I keep is this handy little brush waist bag thing. So this goes around my waist, and I just put my brushes in here as I am doing my clients. I mean, these are popular. You've probably seen them, and you might have one yourself. It's helping me because what happens is when I'm doing, you know, anybody, even if I have one client, you guys, I'm all over the place. I always lose stuff because I have stuff spread all over the table. And as I'm doing, you know, I'm coming back to like the same brush over and over sometimes, and I'll set it down, and then I'll be like, where'd that brush go? And I'm constantly looking for brushes. So that's one of the things I'm still getting the hang of, is my organization skills at weddings. So this is really helping when I have it right here on my waist, because then I'm not setting it down on the table where it's getting buried under everything else I have down there. And so I can kind of keep it. I know that it's right in here. So this is very handy. Get you a little waist brush holder. I've shown you these before. This is just where I keep my beauty blenders. I think I've showed this in the previous video before too, but I'm going to mention it again because it's part of my sanitation system, and this is just a very handy thing. It is like, it holds a sponge in it. So this is primarily just for cleaning my brushes. If I can get it open, goodness. You can buy these on Amazon as well. And so, and they come with the refillable sponges. What I use it for now is, as I sanitize brushes, this is just kind of drying it off to lay the brush down for a minute, because I have the quick drying sanitization makeup cleaner. But sometimes these bigger brushes take a couple minutes even after the quick drying to dry. And so this is just for like drying it off after it's sanitized. So this is just very handy. But if you wanted one for yourself, just your own personal use, where you're not having to worry about sanitizing it in between people, then I recommend it for yourself, just for like wiping off your brush, you know, in between changing colors and that kind of thing. So very handy. The next thing, this is so cool. Okay, so since my mom helps me at weddings, she has like kind of started trying to look for ways to get me more organized and efficient, since she's a lot of times the one sanitizing and seeing my system the most. So she got me this. This was genius of her. It's a little pouch. It's a bag, but it's also a cup. So if I can get it, it needs to be clean because I have like color corrector in it. But you just pop this up. And of course now it's going to be tricky on me. You pop that up and it slides. And now you have a cup. So it's like a makeup brush cup holder, pencil holder, what have you. So this can go lay flat on the table, and then I can put my brushes in it too. So it's a great way to, now it doesn't hold like a bunch of brushes at one time. So what I do for it too is like, sometimes I really do need like those couple of brushes that I'm using over and over again, I'll put in here to keep at the table, and then I know where to find it and it's easy. And when I'm done too, this is a great way to just throw everything in this bag, zip it up, throw it back in my case. So, but what I love about it is, since it folds back down, is that it's very portable and doesn't take up a lot of room in my case. So, really love this idea. So she was just like thinking really smart. And, I will just mention, I use a lot of like reusable bags. Then I'm not buying a bunch of plastic, because I'm constantly using, you know, having to keep things that need to be sanitized or, you know, whatever separate. So these are the dirty beauty blenders. Now, I was throwing away beauty blenders after every single person because, you know, they're sponges, so they hold the germs. You can't really clean out the germs that well. But I've started boiling them, and they've held up, and I've gotten all the stuff out of them. So, you know, if you boil something at very high temperatures, you're going to get all that crap out, you know, the catchable germs at least. So I've started boiling them. I have not reused any on clients yet. I'm still trying to decide, but let me know if you have any tips on reusing beauty blenders, because, you know, I just want to make sure I'm being very sanitary. So I've started keeping the used ones to boil them, but I just wasn't sure. So let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think. But anyway, I did want to mention these reusable Ziploc type bags, because I just don't want to be wasting. I want to be as environmentally friendly as possible. Those just come in handy. I tend to put things in those, and then you can clean them out, sanitize them as well, and reuse them over and over again. So I always keep these kind of things in my kit. I have several different sizes in there as well. Okay, so then I wanted to show you another really cool hack. Okay, this is just the coolest. Again, my mom, she is like such a genius. So I needed a place to put all my trash, and I was going to start bringing a trash can, like a little mini trash can with us, but that takes up space. It's another thing I have to carry. But I've always got like the little wrappers from the alcohol wipes, or, you know, mascara wands, lip wands. I've always got a lot of trash, and it would end up all over the table again, unorganized, and I'd have to clean it up. It'd get thrown in with my brushes. I didn't want to leave trash for my clients or at the venue or anything like that. Enter this handy little gadget. So it's like a disposable trash can, and it just sits right on the table. Okay. What you do is you can either buy the little mini garbage bags that they actually make especially for this kind of thing, or just grab you like a grocery bag. This is like a Walmart bag, okay? It's plastic, but, and it just goes right in here and wraps over it. And voila. There's my little mini trash can that I sit on the table. And every time I'm, you know, doing mascara and I gotta dunk the wand, goes right into the little trash can. So handy. Then at the end, all you have to do, take the trash out, bag it up. You're ready to throw all your trash away when you walk out. And this folds up flat in my kit and takes up like no room. So handy and so genius. This would be great for anybody like in their car too. I mean, just a great portable little trash can system. So highly recommend getting one of these. This has been revolutionary, not gonna lie. Okay, and then a couple of things I think I have mentioned in a previous video before, just where I had done a haul and I'd gotten a few new things, but I figured I'd mention them again in this just because they are handy tools and things that help me. One is like a cape that I think the hairdressers use this a lot. I use it for my clients because I'm always getting powder all over them. And then I've also mentioned before these handy little samples, what do you call them? Sample cartons, very small. They nail well, but they're also just great. I always keep them around in my kit too, in case somebody wants a foundation sample, because as I've mentioned before, I do sell Arbonne as well, and sometimes I use some of the Arbonne in bridal makeup, especially the foundation. So it's nice to have those on hand all the time. I think I have mentioned these before as well. So I make up a bridal kit for everybody. I usually do a full bridal kit for my bride, where she's getting the lip kit, powder, concealers, lash glue, like things to last her throughout the day. And then for the bridesmaids or other anybody else that's getting their makeup done as part of the bridal party, I still give them a bag, but I usually just give them the lip kit and a little card that has like any Arbonne makeup I used and my contact info and all. But I put everything in these little tea bags, or what are they called? I don't know if they're tea bags. They're organza gift bags is what it says. But anyway, came straight off of Amazon as well. I just make them these cute little bridal kits. And I do use those little sample jars also for their kit. So I put like foundation in it. I mix a lip kit in it, you name it. So these come in handy. Also, I know I've shown you this case before too. This is my little smaller case. This is, you know, a good one for a personal makeup kit for somebody who's not doing necessarily professional makeup on other people. But I use this as it has like the skincare prep and like a lot of the disposable, you know, gadgets that I need. I just figured I would mention this bag to you again because it's very handy with the little separators and all. And then on the top is where I put the skincare, micellar water, setting sprays, eye makeup remover, some makeup wipes, and lotions that I'm gonna give, you know, everyone with different like skincare lines depending on their skincare needs. So I figured I would mention it again too, because I do love it as well. It's very pretty, and as you can tell, I'm a pink girl. I got my big huge pink case, my pink sanitizing case. Everything's pink. Oh, and that reminds me, I'm going to show you one more thing that is also pretty handy as well. Okay, and so speaking of pink, this water bottle is fabulous. This came from Sam's Club, if anybody has a Sam's membership, but it was a Christmas present for me. Tilt, I guess, is the brand name. But what is cool about it is it's a chargeable cup. So I can charge my phone from my water bottle. How cool is that? So this is actually very handy for me for weddings, because I don't know about you guys if you're doing weddings, but I don't eat or drink for like 6 hours because you're just go. You ain't got time to do nothing. I don't go to the bathroom, nothing. So it's important that I have like some water close by. And then the other thing is my phone tends to start dying. I bring an extension cord with me to set up my lighting, but my phone always starts dying, and I need it because sometimes I like to vlog, but you know, I'm taking pictures. I also tend to stream music for everybody. I really just need to get a Bluetooth speaker or something, but I'm usually streaming love songs or wedding songs, so it's not just completely quiet in the room while we're doing makeup for hours on end. And so I run my phone battery down, you know, running Pandora off of it. And even if I get speakers as well, it's still going to run off my phone, so it's going to run it down. So anyway, this helps so much because it encourages me and reminds me to drink my water, which is very important. But then it's also charging my phone at the same time. So I just wanted to mention this. This is a handy thing you might never have thought of. So I think that probably wraps it up. Just wanted to mention some of these cool tools and how it's sort of helped streamline my organization better, and some tips and things you might never have thought of that might help you if you are doing a similar setup. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. That really helps me out. And check out any of my other vlogs in the past where I have gone through, you know, vlogging my makeup practice. I will probably be doing a couple of vlogs here soon, just on clients and friends. So be on the lookout for that, and I will catch you on the next one.